So now that our MCU Fantastic Four has been cast and they're going to start shooting pretty soon, I think. I think in July. It was either July or August they're going to start shooting this film, which obviously is really exciting. But it was back in February when we got that initial cast announcement on Valentine's Day. And it was met with some mixed reactions, to say the least. Some people were really loving it. Some people, I would say most people were kind of in the middle about it. Like, didn't love it, but didn't absolutely hate it either. And that's kind of the camp that I'm in as well. Like, there's certain parts that I'm like, yes, chef's kiss, perfect casting. And then other parts where it's like, I mean, it'll be good, but I would have preferred other people. And one of those is, of course, Pedro Pascal, who was cast as Reed Richards. Who, I mean, he's going to be a great Reed Richards, and I'm looking forward to it. But I can confidently say I would have preferred Rahul Kohli, who today just confirmed, well, very kind of accidentally confirmed in an interview that yeah, in fact he did almost play Reed Richards in the MCU. He was in talks for the role. He was on a podcast that released this morning, and people watched it, and he in this podcast confirms that yeah, he lost out on the role, which is really, really quite interesting. And really makes me sad. It's also sad watching this clip from the podcast because he's talking about mental health and how he, on good days when he hears about these fan casts and stuff, because obviously for the longest time he'd been fan cast as Reed Richards in the MCU. So getting fan casted and stuff on good days, it's like the greatest feeling ever because it makes you feel like you're wanted. But then on bad days, it's like I didn't get the part. And that's the part that's focused on. Mental health is a tricky thing. So in this interview, like I said, he just confirmed that he was almost Reed Richards. And again, like I said, I would have preferred that over Pedro Pascal. Now look, I love Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal is one of the biggest actors in the world right now. He is a fantastic, phenomenal actor. I love everything he's in. So it's not because it's Pedro Pascal. It's not because I think he's going to do a bad job. I think he's going to do a fantastic job. Like I said, great actor. But he just doesn't fit what we would have thought of as Reed Richards. And honestly, I do think one of the main reasons he was cast in the role is just because he is such big of an actor, is that they just wanted an A-list actor and a big name because that'll sell more tickets, which is fair from a business perspective, but from a creative perspective, I would have preferred someone more like Rahul. I just think that would have been better, personally. Like I said, Pedro, he's going to do a great job, but it just feels like more of a checking off the box and a name drop instead of like, oh, this is the perfect actor to play Reed Richards. Because that, honestly, I think would have been Rahul Kohli. I mean, there were so many different actors we talked about in the years of rumors and fan casts for the Fantastic Four, from Adam Driver to Dev Patel to what's his name? Oh, Glenn Howerton. The guy from You, I forgot his, Penn Badgley. Yeah. So many names that were like all over the place, but most of them were really good options. And Rahul Kohli was the one that I personally loved the most. I also like the idea of Brandon Routh. That would have been interesting also. But Rahul Kohli just has the look of Reed Richards. Not only that, but he just feels like Reed Richards, which in some ways is like a typecast. So that's fair that they wanted to avoid that. So, and it is kind of like an obvious pick because he has the look and because he has the personality of Reed Richards. But that's why he would have done such a good job in the role. Also, he's just such a great actor. I really would love to see him get more work and be in more projects, particularly movies. And this would have been a big break for him. Obviously, another big aspect of this is kind of unfairly, one of the big reasons people aren't happy with Pedro is just because, oh, he's not white. Well, Rahul isn't white either, but I still would have preferred him, because Reed isn't a character that needs to be white, especially when you have Kang involved and all that stuff. But a Hindu Reed Richards would have been pretty cool. This guy's got a cool accent as well, which I would have, I just think it would have been really interesting. I just think it would have been a much more interesting choice for the role instead of Pedro Pascal, which again, I love Pedro, but it just I mean, it definitely wasn't an obvious choice or anything. That's what Rahul would have been, but I think it would have been a better choice than the just name actor Pedro Pascal, which, in my opinion, is what I feel they kind of did with Joseph Quinn as well. Where, I mean, he's going to do a great job. I love him as an actor, but I would have preferred someone else, a smaller name. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this news that Rahul Kohli was in talks to play Reed Richards in the MCU? He was in the running for this casting, and he lost the role to Pedro Pascal. Would you have preferred him? Are you happy with Pedro, or would you have wanted someone completely different? Which, in that case, you may be racist, and you're probably going to say, oh, I want someone white, which... that's your opinion. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.